Yeah, tell me, Suguna, sorry, Pavani, can you tell me what is the criteria? Pavani. Pavani. Pavani.
Is Chaitanya?
Yeah, can you tell me what is criteria and what is HQL?
Um, Criteria is actually you add the restriction specifications to the query, like what you want to what you want to extract from the database. Like specifically, if you want to extract like unique value or a specific person, you take that criteria.
Okay. Okay.
And SQL. What was the question? SQL.
HQL.
SQL is the Hibernate query language you use in to connect the database and retrieve the data from the database.
Yeah. What have we covered so far? Criteria, I given any notes?
No,
No.
you explained the output.
We just covered still what is Hibernate query language. That's it.
Hello, Chaitanya? Hello?
Notes on criteria?
No.
Okay. Well, is Pavani left?
Yeah.
Okay. Why is she left again? Hi Tim. Last class we're discussing about Hibernate criteria in a language HCQL, that is called as Hibernate criteria query language. So in HCQL, last class we discussed about how to create a criteria object by using session.createCriteria method. Inside this, I'm going to pass an object of Java class. So that meaning of this one is select star from employee table. So I'll get the result of criteria, return type of the criteria. The criteria is return type of this org.hibernate.criteria. So criteria dot list dot iterator method, it will give the iterator object. Based on iterator object, I can return the data from the iterator. This is what we done last class. So today's class will discuss some of the more concepts on criteria only. Yeah.
We are not able to give you a screen.
Yeah. I am not able to see you first of all.
I mean, I can't see your screen.
I don't think. Is everybody same problem?
No, I can view your screen.
Pavani, I'm not able to see you first of all in the list. You are not joining the meeting, I guess.
Can you hear me, Chaitanya?
I'm able to hear you, but I'm not able to see you in the list attendance.
Okay, I'll
Yeah,
rejoin.
just rejoined.
Yeah.
Okay. Please write down. In HQL, in HQL, we write SQL syntax in Java style. In HQL, we write SQL syntax in Java style. But in criteria, it is completely whoop style. It's completely whoop style. We don't write query. We don't write query. We build a query by using methods. Next point. In criteria, we can create we can execute any select queries. We can execute any select queries and we cannot execute non-select queries in criterion API. In real-time projects, if there is a select query, if there is a select query, in real-time project, if there is a select query, we query, most of the cases we prefer to use criteria API. If there is no select query, update comma delete, we use Hibernate query language HQL. There is a class called as criterion. criterion. To prepare the condition, we use criterion object. We add the criterion object to criteria. Before executing the queries. All the conditions is prepared by using all the conditions prepared by using expression class. Expression class. Now, make a heading of expression. Public final class expression extends restrictions. Are you able to see my screen, right? Everybody? Public final class expression extends restrictions. To prepare the conditions, we call the methods on the expression class. We call the methods on expression class. So all those methods are static in expression class. If you see here, there is a method called SQL method, SQL method, SQL method. So SQL of string SQL, SQL of string SQL, comma object array, comma type array. Next method is SQL string SQL object value and type value. And here these three only methods. Here internally, if you see, expression class extends restrictions. Method inherited from the class org.hibernate.criterion.restrictions. These methods are all EQ, AND method, between method, conjunction method, disjunction, EQ property, greater than, GE property, GT, get property, ID equal. There are many methods are there as part of the restrictions class. If you open the restriction class, you see these are the methods are there. So as a inheritance point of view, you are going to get all the method, you are going to get the access of all the methods from the expression class, because expression class extends restrictions class. You see here, this method is available in restrictions. Now we'll talk about restrictions. Expression class extends restrictions. Expression class extends restrictions, and most of the methods are there in the restriction class. You can call these methods from the expression object. We take 2-3 examples. I don't want to take different classes, because this one I can cover in a single object only. No issues, right? Don't think like Chaitanya is covered only 2 classes in Hibernate. Don't complain against me. I'm already covering the multiple scenarios inside this class. Basically, people will, for show purpose, they will do different project 1. If you see Hibernate project, if you see Hibernate test HQL, right? Project 1, get the from class. Project 2, where condition. Project 3, order by. Project 4, listening order. Project 5, pagination. Project 6, increase. Like this, they will create different projects. They will show you some up to that end of the package expert. But I don't want to do like this. Want I just do, but I don't like it. Expression dot all the methods are static methods, right? How to access static methods, Tejaswini? Teju, how to access that static analysis in Java? Teju, are you there in the class? Chuguna,
Static way
what
with a
is static
class
way?
name with a class name followed by that particular method, static method.
This ID equals method return type is criterion object, right? Right?
Yes.
This method is available in which class? This method is available in which class?
Available in expression.
But it is available in restrictions, right?
Yeah. Restriction is extended from
Yes.
expression.
So this return type of this ID equal is nothing but create criterion object, right?
Yes.
Criterion. Sorry, my database is not connecting. Not the issue. Based on the criterion object, criterion dot, once you have a criterion object, this criteria object dot add, there is a method called add method. Can you tell me what is the method that is? Add criterion on method is there in the main criteria object. Main criteria. That means criteria is a interface. We have criterion object is interface. I'm going to add the criterion object into the criteria. Sorry. Okay, once you have criteria object, once you have criteria object, you know what to do, right? Next procedure, criteria list method, iterative method, it will return the iterate object. Based on iterate object, I'm going to iterate the data. So I want to, what is ID equal method? We'll see what will happen now. like an add cast to java.inlag integer 48. Got the data, right? So this is the way we can fetch the data by using criterion object, by using criterion object. By using criterion object. Are you clear so far? If I use a condition like this internally, select star from employee where emp id, where id equal to 1. Whereas in Hibernate query language, we used to use get of 1, right? Session criteria session dot, sorry, query dot, right? Session. We use a method called as, to get the data from the database, to get the first record from the database. There are two methods we are going to use. One is load method, one is get method. Whereas in criterion API, this is the way we have to use it. We have to create a criterion object. Criterion object has expression. Expression is a class, and also expression internally it extends restrictions. Restrictions has many methods. We are going to use one of the methods here. So that what are the return object is criterion object. That object I am going to add it to criteria by using criteria dot add method of criterion. So once we have criteria object is ready with the query, I'm going to get the data from the database by adding the criteria. So once we have criteria object is ready, then I will return the data by using a return object. So far clear, Suguna, Pavani, Teju?
Yes, Chaitanya.
There are many examples of them. Many means many.
So criterion is a class, right? Or
It is a
interface?
Interface.
Okay. And criteria is a?
interface.
Okay. 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 Now we are actually adding criterion to criteria.
Yeah.
Okay. 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 Yes. Iterating and getting the results. Okay.
No, you can directly do one thing here. There is a here also, if you instead of writing code like this, dot add expression dot in any. There is a function here. So this expression dot list dot list dot iterator. So I can use directly iterate object. I can use like this also. I can add the code like this also. See here, I got I get the criterion object, that criteria object, and for this I am adding the criterion object. Return type of this any method is criterion, right? Then I've written the data is list object, iterator object. So finally I am getting the return type of iterator. I can run the application. Why? This is the kind of internal this code looks like this. Java.lang integer cannot be cast to lang string. Okay, got it. To fetch the data, internally the code, see, internally the query looks like this. Select emp id, emp name, emp job, emp salary from employee, where emp id greater than or less than 1. So it will fetch the data from the database by using like this. By using, if you use any condition. There are there are many methods out there. We can do it one by one.
Chaitanya, will you able to send this code or upload this video?
Why?
I didn't write that statement entirely now, whatever you said just now. I iterated IT session dot code.
It's very easy, right? See, criterion object, I'm getting the data of criteria, right?
Yes.
Criterion object I'm adding into the criteria, right? So what is criterion object? It basically contains expression dot is equal, right?
Yes.
So the same logic I put inside the add method.
Okay.
So after this, after criteria, what we are doing? Criteria list method iterator, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is criteria object we have. Dot list method, dot iterator method. That's it.
Okay.
How to use like? There is a method called as like method, not a Facebook like. Pavani.
I don't have Facebook.
I want to get the like method internally like this. Name. What the data we have?
Chaitanya. Oh,
Chaitanya just Sugna. I don't know. Pavani, Sugna, Chaitanya, Piyush, Rohit, right?
yeah.
Now, criteria test. I want to check Rohit, okay? Like ROH, that's it. I want to check in my database any data is available with the name of ROH. After that, it will contain anything, it will display it. There is no records. Now, let me completely give the output, completely give the code here. How many records came? ID number 5, ID number 6, ID number 5, ID number 6, right? Right?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Internally, the code looks like this. From employee, where employee name like question mark. The question mark I'm going to pass as Rohit. Huh? Clear? Now,
Yes.
I like. What is I like? We require the results with the case sensitive. That is called as I like method. If I use run application like this, internally the code will generate select star from employee where lawyer name like question mark. We'll see what will happen. Hmm? Got it? Got it? Hello.
Yes, Chaitanya.
Yes. So internally we are going to use the lawyer. So lawyer is a method. Lawyer is how to use lawyer, how to get the case sensitive objects in Hibernate query language, in Catalan query language means you should take the explain expression. Hey interviewer, expression is a class which is a which has a method which extends a restrictions class which has a method called as I like method. This is not available anywhere in the world like Facebook everywhere. Only I like is nothing but responsible to fetch the data of lowercase characters. Next one. I want to check is null. Is null. I want to see any data internally, any data is there but no database, no column is there. What I done here? If we execute this one, same query where name is null. So there is no database, there is no records in the database where name is null. I want to make one name maybe null because I am going to remove the row with name here. How I can remove it? Can you provide the update script, Pavani, quickly? Pavani. Pavani. Are you there in the class?
Yes, Chaitanya.
Update script I want.
Pardon?
Update script I want. I want to update Rohit, instead of Rohit I want to make it as a blank. Correct me if it is wrong. Now, is there any record is there for us? Any record which is null as a employee name, right? Sixth record, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
I'm
Yes.
going to run the
Yes.
application to fetch the null records in my database. See the query? Emp name is null. See the data? Sixth record, right? Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
People will ask you interview point of view, what will happen if I write a code like this is null? Internally what logic, internally what SQL query it will generate? That's not you should explain, you should write down the code like this. For that purpose you should do practice. For that purpose you should listen the class. For the purpose you should do assignments. Right? Correct me if I am wrong. SQL restrictions. That time Yeah. SQL restrictions. Dot this we'll talk about later. We'll see how to use greater than less than. GT, GT, LT. Or like GT unlike. Expression dot GT property name is ID and property value is 3. I want to fetch the data from the database of greater than 3. ID is greater than 3. I cannot use directly like this. I should use what is the ID value here as part of employee class. ID value is, what is the ID value? Tejaswini? Tejo? Pavani, what is ID value? ID as a ID data type.
Int.
So I'm going to use
Integer.
here wrapper object
Integer.
of 3. So it will fetch the records who is greater than 3. Internally the logic will be it will fetch the records where where employee number greater than 3. If you want to make one more statement here, criterion dot, one second, can you hold on 1 second? Directly I'm going to write the code like this. We got one more method here. Add expression.gt id new integer done. Then I should get the same method again. Why it is not getting? I think I should get some data. We'll see later. Here one more data. That's what I want. I'm looking at it. Dot list object. Okay. Add. I want to add one more condition where expression dot like. I want to see greater than 3 columns, and I want to see like Chaitanya, like property name is name of the property in the Java class. What is name of the property here? And property value is Chaitanya. Okay. Now there are two conditions I'm going to run it. After that I'm going to add list dot iterator. So the return type I'm going to change it. Don't get confused. It's very easy concept. That's it. Run the application. Then my code looks like empid greater than 3 and employee name like Chaitanya. So there is no records because empid is greater than 3 means what? It will look for 4, 5, 6. In 4, 5, 6 there is any name called Chaitanya? No, right?
No.
No, that's scenario. It will clear the data. Now we look for Rohit. Why Rohit? Why not Piyush? So we look for Piyush. Now what is the output? There is a record, right? That means it should satisfy two conditions. It should satisfy two conditions. This is the way I should use the two conditions as part of my criterion object. Very, very important concept, man. Please concentrate. Criterion API and Hibernate language is one of the important concept. After that, there is a concept called as mappings, relational mappings. there is a concept called as pagination. I want to, if you see in Google, or if you see in Gmails, right, there will be some records 1 to 5, right, 1 to 50. You're able to see my screen? Hello?
Yes, Chaitanya.
I want
Yes,
to go
yes, we
for
can hear you.
number 50 to 100, 51 to 100. Okay? That means there is a limit here. I can view the result from 1 to 50 only. After clicking on next button, I can view the results from 51 to 100 only. This is called as pagination concept. Who is this? This is called as pagination concept. If you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is there, right? This is also called as a pagination example. So, if there are, please write down, if there are 10 records in the database, if there are 10 records in the database, if we require if we require if we require third record to fifth record, there is a concept called as criteria dot, very important interview question also, set first result, third record, criteria dot, set maximum result, sixth record or fifth record. Total how many records are there in Teju? Third, fourth, fifth. Total how many records Tejaswini? Teju, Pavani, Suguna.
6.
6 Chaitanya, 6.
Come on.
6.
From 3 to 5, how many records are
Chaitanya,
there?
3 to 5,
3 records.
3 records.
3 or 4?
4.
4. Why 4?
3.
Now, I want to fetch the data based on that much only, because I have 100 records in my database. I don't want to use them because I want to fetch only this much records only. That scenario, I'll go for pagination 4, 5, 6. Why 4, 5, 6 came? Why not 3, 4, 5 came? Not came?
3 is first record.
Remember, here, note, first result is 4, 3, First result is 3. If you see this code internally, it looks good like this. First row number is 3 and number is 5. Total 2 records. We'll see what is there. Here, first result is 3, then it starts from 3 plus 1 and it will come till 3 plus 1 equal to how much?
Oh.
It will come till 4 plus remaining how much will given? 5. Total how much? 9 records, right? We'll always look for from 3 plus 1 equal to 4. From 4 plus 5, it will look 9 records. That means from 4th to 9th record, it will try to look for it. Even though we don't have 9 records in my database, even it is displayed up to 3 records. There are, again, if we have more records, more data in the database, it will display all the data.
Okay.
Here, first result is 3.
3 plus 1 it will take.
We start from 3 plus 1. I don't. Start from 3 plus 1 and it will come till 4 plus no, it will come till 3 plus 5 equal to 8, not 9, sorry. 3 plus 5 equal to 8, maximum result. This is called as pagination. I want to get the unique results.
Chaitanya, 3 plus
3 plus 5.
8 records only it will look.
Yeah, it will look 8 records.
Oh.
I told previous 9, but it was not correct.
Oh, okay.
Unique results. As a other people basically what they will do, they will try different projects.
I'm listening a lot of disturbance, Chaitanya.
No disturbances from my side. Disturbance from your side only. Yeah, from Tejaswini, I guess. So, unique results. ID new integer of 3. Criteria dot add criterion and its results. There is a method in the criterion object. So I should get the only unique results. Okay. We look for fifth record because Rohit, no, there are two people are there. Now there are two records in the name of Rohit here. Let me look for name. By using name, it is unique or not? I think we covered many things here today. Name, Rohit. Run the application. Create employee object in declared DB query did not return unique result 2. It is written two values because there are two records in the database with the name of Rohit, right? That's the reason. It is trying to fetch the data of two records, but because our unique method return type is only one record. Super clear, guys? Clear, guys? We see unique method return type.
Yes, Chaitanya. Yes.
Yes.
Object. Okay. So far we covered criterion API. I think this is the maximum we can cover it. There is a concept called projections and order by. We'll see later. Okay. Clear, right?